What is up, boys and girls? Welcome to the most must-see talk show this side of the Johto region. Welcome to HitmonleeTV. This is our second episode, and today we have three guests who all have a lot to say. But first, last time I asked you guys a question of the day, and you all came up with your answers. And then I flipped the script and told you guys to ask us a few questions. So, here goes. Alright, I have everyone out here now. My question of the day for you guys last time was, out of all 10 campers that were eliminated at that point throughout the competition, which elimination was the most justified or satisfying? Let's get right into the answers, and then we'll answer some of your guys' questions. So the first answer is from Thanu. Thano? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm gonna go with Thanu. Okay, Thanu Sithasambath. Yeah. Okay, so he says Snivy. Snivy's elimination was the most satisfying, and then he goes on to say, and I quote, "Ha, take that, you narcissistic skank." How rude! Oh my gosh. Well, I guess so. Cheshire agrees with him, although he was a bit less vulgar about it. LPS Queen is also in agreement. Snivy, what do you think about all these people saying that you deserved it the most? It's absolutely ridiculous. Well, I'm glad you think that, because here's another. Charizard 9000 also says that you had the most satisfying elimination. Seriously? Oh, wait. We have one more. And what do you know? This one is not you. This one is actually for Slackoth, because he is apparently more lazy than a Snorlax. It's okay though, Snivy, don't worry, because that's all the answers to my question of the day. So, after the question of the day, I opened it up to you guys for some viewer questions. And we are back to the man, Thanu, and he had many questions. His first question was for Smoochum. Where's Smoochum? Smoochum, where's Smoochum? Hello! Okay, hey Smoochum, how's it going? Thanks for coming on the show. So, we have a question for you today. Mr. Thanu, or Mr. Sithasambath, he wants to know, do you still like Snivy or not? And are you shocked that he has a girlfriend, as he revealed on the last episode of HitmonleeTV? Oh, I don't care that he has a girlfriend. He's still a sexy piece of... Whoa! Okay. Let's try to keep this PG, okay? So I hope that answers your question, because I don't want Smoochum to be out here anymore. So thanks for coming on, Smoochum. Okay, later. Okay, so let's see. What's next? Okay, his next question is for Baneri. Baneri, do you like Charmander? Well, maybe a little. Oh my. I hope that we have Spoink on the show soon so that you can tell her that. Anyway, Thanu's next question is for Snivy. His question is, why are you so ugly, cocky, and rude? What kind of question is that? Who filters these? Yeah, there's no filter. We take all questions. Now, care to answer the question? No. I refuse to answer such trash questions. Alright, man, if you say so. Just a prank, bro. So, Thanu's final question is for Wingull. He wants to know, Wingull, any love interests? Well, I mean, I do. I think I'd say I still like Torchic. But, she's been hanging around with Nuzleaf a lot on the show. I mean, we'll have to see if that goes anywhere. If not, though, call me! Radical. So, that's all of Thanu's questions. Thank you for all the questions, by the way. Moving on. Back to Cheshire. He has a question for Wingull. He wants to know who your favorite person left in the game is. Well, obviously, I guess I'd say Torchic, but aside from her, I'd probably say Nuzleaf, because he was just, on my time on the show, he was still a C-Dot, but, after even after I was eliminated, he's still a super cool guy, and he's really shaping up to be a really good leader. Very good. Okay. The next question is for... Oh, me! What do you know? Let's see. Do I regret not doing Slowking's challenge? Well, no, I don't regret it. Even though I was taken out of the game far too soon, and I'm sure everybody would agree with me on that. Okay? My elimination has opened so many new doors for me. Exhibit A, this show. Also, they want to know where are Smoochum, Slackoff, and Feebass, which is what Fruity Cream added. Thank you, Fruity Cream. Well, we just saw Smoochum, and I don't really want to see her again. The other two are probably just bumming around somewhere backstage or something. They'll most likely make a guest appearance at some point. But, okay, last question of the day is for guess who? Snivy. Charizard 9000 wants to know when you're going to evolve. I can evolve whenever I want to. No one can tell someone as beautiful as me when it is the right time to evolve. Right, very interesting. Well, folks, that's all the questions we have for today. Thank you for all the questions. Thank you for answering my question also. It's time to get to the guests today, and if the rest of you could please vacate the set. Alright, my first guest of the evening is a man who loves math, loves his inhaler, and as we all learned from his time on the show, hates dodgeball and running around. Please help me welcome Cacnea. Cacnea, how's it going, man? I'm doing pretty well. Let me just start off by asking, what was your time like on the island? Did you have fun? Did you enjoy it? And what has it been like since you were eliminated? Well, my time on the island was good for the most part. I made a few good friends, but some people were kind of mean to me. Is that so? Like who? Who's mean? Well, Meanfu was mean to pretty much everybody, and she threw me off a cliff, so that wasn't cool. And Vulpix was kind of mean to me at times too. That's okay, man. Girls are always mean. But anyway, speaking of girls, Cacnea, or not, did you have any love interests on your time on the island? I can't really say I did. Not too many of the girls talked to me. Just like at home. Wow. This just got really dark all of a sudden. Hold on. I'll tell you what. I am going to find you, Cacnea. I'm going to find you a girl. Wait, really? Yes. That will be my gift to you. The gift of Hitmonlee. Drink it in, man. Oh, that's awesome. Thank you. You are welcome. Anyway, next question. So, there are 13 campers left on the show, and this is a two-part question. Who do you think has the best chance of winning the show, and who do you want to win if it's not the same person from the previous part of the question? Well, now that I've been eliminated, I've had a chance to watch the progress of the people that are left for a few episodes, and based on that, I'd probably say Vulpix has the best chance right now. Now that her alliance has Haunter and Steelix, I don't know if anyone's going to be able to beat them. Nuzleaf is a great competitor, and he's who I'd say I want to win, but I don't even think that him and his alliance will be able to beat Vulpix's alliance. Wow. That is some expert analysis, and you couldn't be any more right. How did we not get you for the show? Oh, it's because we started before you were... Okay. Never mind. But anyway. Okay, last question. If you could say anything to one of the campers, we had a problem with this last episode, one of the campers in the top 13, what would you say to them? And who would you say it to? Well, I'd probably tell Nuzleaf to be extra careful if he's going to try to fight against Vulpix's alliance. They definitely have some more tricks up their sleeve, so watch out. Excellent. Okay, so that's all the questions I have for you today, Cacnea. Let's send it over to the twins. Thanks, Hitmonlee. So, let's just get into some history for Cacnea on the show. So, Cacnea joined in episode 1 like everybody else, and he was thrown off of the cliff by Meanfu in the cliff dive challenge and almost eaten by a few Sharpedos. It wasn't very fun. Then, in the dodgeball challenge, he was eliminated by Charmander after taking a ball right to the face, and his last words in the challenge were, "I tried." Then, in the Treetop Terror challenge, he couldn't complete the course. This would become a theme throughout the physical challenges. His next big moment didn't come until episode 10, where he pitched a shutout and dominated the trivia challenge, not letting the other team even score a single point. This, unfortunately, would be his last big moment. He didn't fare very well in the patience balance, and that is out of order. Plus, did you fix this yourself? I thought we, or no, I didn't do it this time. I thought it was you. No, it wasn't me. Who is... Okay. Was it Wingull? It must have been Wingull. Anyway, so... So, he did not compete very well in the, What challenge was that? In the Patience, Balance, and Stamina. That's it. The Patience, Balance, and Stamina challenge in episode 11, and he was promptly eliminated after that. So, over to the man who has no idea how to edit things, Wingull. Thanks, twins, and I can assure you that I did not edit that, so yeah, that wasn't me. So, this was episode 11 where he was eliminated. 3 people got votes this time. Cacnea, Haunter, and Onyx. So, Cacnea, he received votes from Onyx, Lullaby, Giraffarig, and Haunter. Meanwhile, Haunter received votes from Nuzleaf, Corsola, and Torchic. This was after Nuzleaf was trying to convince everybody to vote for Haunter, so that Cacnea would not be eliminated. And lastly, 1 vote for Onyx, which was Cacnea. Kind of unfortunate, because if he had voted for Haunter, then it would have forced a tie, and he may have been able to save himself. But that's pretty much all there is to say about that one. Back to you, Hitmonlee. Thank you, Wingull. So, my next guest is someone who spent most of his time on the island up to no good. Please welcome to the show, Stunky. Stunky, how's it going, man?
Pretty good, I guess.
How did you enjoy your stay on the island?
I mean, it was alright, I guess. I was in an alliance for a while, then I got stabbed in the back.
Yes, I was going to ask about that. Tell me a little bit more about your alliance.
Well, it was me, Vulpix, Onyx, and Haunter. Vulpix said that we'd all be in the Final Four, and clearly I'm not in the Final Four.
So, why do you think that Vulpix and them betrayed you like they did?
Well, because if they didn't, then they would have got caught, and they were thinking about themselves and saving their own butts. Butts.
Right. So I guess my question would be, do you really blame them for that?
I guess not, because they're still in the game, and I'm not. It just sucks, though. Sucks.
Amen to that, brother. So here's a question for you, Stunky. Did you have any love interests during your time on the island?
Nope. Girls have cooties. Cooties.
Well, alright then. So, 2-part question right here. Alright, so bear with me. Who do you think has the best chance of winning the show out of all 13 campers remaining? And who would you want to win if it's someone different?
Well, I'd probably say Vulpix probably has the best chance of winning with her whole alliance. If she doesn't turn on them, that is. I don't really care who wins, as long as it isn't her, though.
Interesting. So, would you say that this betrayal and your elimination has sort of changed you a little bit, and you sort of don't want to be involved in all that treachery and troublemaking now?
Oh, hell no. I'm just done being a troublemaker for other people. I'm still gonna cause trouble.
I see. I like that approach. Well, one final question for you, man. If you could say anything to any one of the 13 remaining contestants, what would you say? Who would you say it to?
I tell Vulpix to watch her back, because Nuzleaf definitely has the power to kick her ass, along with her whole alliance, so watch out. I said ass.
Right. So we're getting a lot of support for Nuzleaf on here. That's pretty nice. Anyway, thank you for coming on the show, Stunky. Take it away, twins. Thanks again, Hitmonlee. So, Stunky joined in episode 1, just like everybody else, and he actually willingly jumped off the cliff in episode 1. During the dodgeball challenge, he took a ball right in the face to block for Vulpix. A lot of good that did him in the long run. In episode 3, he was actually the last person from Team Gary left in the Awake-a-thon challenge. Unfortunately, he fell asleep and they did lose the challenge. In episode 4, the Vulpix Alliance was started and they quickly got to work, sabotaging our very own Wingull in episode 5, resulting in his elimination. Stunky didn't get too much more play until episode 12, where he was betrayed by his own alliance and promptly eliminated. And with more on that, we go to Wingull. Thanks again, twins. So this vote was kind of a landslide. The only people that received votes were Stunky and Vulpix. And, well, as you can see, oh my, everybody voted for Stunky, except for Stunky. Yeah, this was because Stunky was, as we have said, he was betrayed and abandoned by his alliance. So he understandably wasn't too happy about that. So yeah, that's I guess everybody thought that he lost the challenge on purpose. So that's why they voted for him. And that's pretty much all there is on this one. Back to you, Hitmonlee. Okay, my final guest of the evening is a man who has been through a lot. Please help me welcome Sandshrew to the show. Sandshrew, how's it going, man? Doing alright, I guess. Thanks for asking. Now, let me just start off by saying that I understand your pain. Is that right? You understand? Yes. I completely understand what it feels like to be taken out of competition long before your time. You and I both had so much more to give. Oh yeah, sure did. Yeah, how about those questions that you always ask everybody? Oh, right. So, my friend, did you enjoy your stay on the island? Well, for the most part, I'd say it was good. I made a lot of friends on the island, like the whole Nuzleaf Alliance that I was a part of. And Charmander, even though I got dragged out of the first alliance with him, he's still a really cool guy, and he's been an awesome competitor throughout the entire game. Speaking of friends that you made on the island, was there anybody who perhaps was more than a friend, a love interest, one might say? Can't really say there was. I was honestly just super focused on, the competition. I didn't really even pay attention to that stuff. Hey, that's okay. That's perfectly fine. So, Sandshrew, there are 13 campers left on the island. Who do you think has the best chance of winning? And who would you like to see win the entire show? Well, this hasn't really been a very popular choice so far, and I'm kind of surprised that it hasn't. But, I'd say Charmeleon has the best chance of winning, or anyone in his alliance for that matter. I'd probably say that I want Nuzleaf to win. Um, I'd definitely be down for a Nuzleaf versus Charmeleon rather in the finale. But I feel like Nuzleaf's alliance and Vulpix's alliance are essentially just gonna get rid of each other, and take each other out of the game. Meanwhile, Charmeleon and his alliance they're not, making huge moves, trying to get rid of like a whole lot of people at this very moment. They're kind of just laying low for now, laying in the weeds, and you know, just biding their time, waiting for the merge. So that's when they're gonna be the most powerful, really. And honestly, it's a great strategy. So credit to them for that. And I think that any one of them has a really good chance of uh, of winning, especially because not only does that also help them, but it's sort of there's no targets on their backs. Nobody's really going out of their way to try to eliminate them, like people in Vulpix's alliance or people in Nuzleaf's alliance who are, you know, they've got targets on their backs and people are actively trying to get rid of them. Like nobody really has any beef, any grudges with anybody in the Charmeleon alliance. So essentially, they're just kind of playing it safe for now and you know waiting, which you know it strategy doesn't get better than that, really. Very good analysis right there. It all makes sense to me. Okay, last question, Sandshrew. If you could send a message to one and only one of the 13 campers remaining, what would you say? And who would you say it to? Um, I'd probably tell Nuzleaf to watch out for Steelix. He hits kind of hard, just a little. Yes, clearly. Well, Sandshrew, it's been a pleasure having you on the show. We're all wishing you a speedy recovery. How are you feeling, by the way? How are you feeling? It's been a few days since you've been eliminated. So it's been a few days since that big confrontation that you had. Well, still hurts a little bit. Okay, a lot bit, uh, in most places, but I'm getting there. I'm getting better, and yeah, I honestly I agree with the decision to take me out because I don't think that I would have been able to do much of anything like this. So you know, it sucks that that it basically took away my chance of $1 million. But you know, at the same time, I was playing the game and I got caught up in the wrong place, the wrong time, underneath the wrong 40-foot, 16-ton metal snake. Got caught underneath the wrong one of those at the wrong time. So, you know, such is life, and just got to go on and get better and heal up, and then hopefully be back for season 2. That's a very good philosophy. Very good. So thank you for coming on the show, Sandshrew. Wishing you all a speedy recovery. And for more on your time on the island, we're going to send it, bada boom, back to the realest twins in the room. Thanks, Hitmonlee. So, like pretty much everybody else that we talk about, Sandshrew joined in episode 1. He did not jump off the cliff in episode 1 because he probably would have died, ground type and all that. So, kind of glad he didn't, because dying is not very fun. So, during the Awakeathon, he got scared half to death by Ghastly, knocked out, which eliminated him from the challenge. Then, in the next episode, he placed 7th in the Treetop Terror Challenge, which which helped secure a victory for Team Gary. Then, during the cooking challenge, he gave a motivational speech to Charmander to help him get his own head back in the game. During the Truth or Dare challenge, he revealed that he was afraid of spiders. Bad move, because directly after that, he was attacked by a little Joltik, and he was so cute! In episode 10, after leaving his alliance with Charmander and Spoink, Nuzleaf convinced him to join his alliance. So many alliances for Sandshrew. This wasn't until episode 13 when his alliance got into a huge brawl with Vulpix's alliance, leading to him being pulverized by Steelix, who is very big and, as he said, hits very hard. Unfortunately for him, his injuries were too severe, and the doctors decided that he was unable to compete any further, so they took him out of the competition. Back to you, Wingull. Thanks again, guys. Well, there's actually nothing to talk about here. There were no votes this episode. Like mine had said, Sandshrew's injuries left him unable to continue, and the doctors decided that he was unable to compete any further. This led to Slowking actually burning all the votes that night, so no one except for him knows who would have went home that night. I'm curious who it would have been. I mean, I have my theories, but that's for another day. So I guess back to you, Hitmonlee. Thank you, Wingull. So that's all the time we have for today's episode. Thank you all for tuning in. And as always, send in your questions for my guests from today in the comments below. And don't forget to answer the question of the day in the comments, which is... Question of the day is... Which challenge has been your favorite so far this season? There's been 13 challenges. Which one has been your favorite? Well, actually, by the time the next HitmonleeTV comes out, there will have been a few more challenges. So those ones are still legal, basically. Those ones are still available to use for your vote. So let me know in the comments below your answer to this question, along with any questions that you have, and I'll be sure to answer them on the next episode of HitmonleeTV. Take care, all you Hitmonlee heads out there. Hitmonlee out. I feel like I've heard that before. I feel like somebody has used that as like an outro catchphrase before. I'm not sure. I'm not sure who, though. Oh well. I'm probably